Hello folks, this is John Oakes here, and I'm coming to you from Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania showroom. And today we have yet another new vehicle, another new addition to our inventory to go over with you folks out there. We've really haven't had one of these for a while, and that's a big block Chevrolet Camaro. So kind of nice to have one of these sitting here now that we get to go over with you folks and offer it up for sale. So just to give you a brief overview, we've got ourselves a 1968 Chevrolet Camaro. Now this one is, it looks like it's done up here. It's got some of the SS badging and so forth. Is it a real SS? No, but it's got the badges. It's got all the bright work, and this thing is in really nice condition here as far as the car goes, overall condition. Just to give you the overview on it, we do in fact, as I mentioned, have a 396 cubic inch big block Chevrolet motor here with the turbo 350 automatic transmission, and then we've got the GM 10 bolt here POSI unit 256 gear in the rear end there. As far as the driving gear, the brakes and the steering, it's got power everything. So power brakes, power steering. This car has disc brakes up front, drums out on the rear of it as well. It's got full dual exhaust on it as well. It's got 1 3/4 headers, which we'll check out here after a bit, along with a full 2.5 inch exhaust Flowmaster mufflers here. As far as wheels and tires, sitting on 15-inch rally wheels, which are in excellent shape. It's got the beauty rings and the center caps. And again, as far as the tires go, the very popular BFGoodrich Radial TAs, and the sizes on those are 225/60/15s, and of course out on the back a little bit bigger, 245/60/15s back there. Now again, to start our walk around, this car has all of the bright work on it. So you've got your chrome front and rear bumpers, you've got your 350 emblem, or 396, sorry about that, 396 emblems up front here at the front of the fenders here. We've got the chrome side marker light bezels, and again, those are in great shape. We've got the bright wheel well moldings here also on all four corners. And again, you can see how nice and straight these things are, all anchored good and securely. There's no dents or dings in any of that. Also, as we come back a little further on the front fender, we've got the Camaro script as well as the SS badging back here. And then if we look down to the rockers here, we see we've got the bright work down there too, the nice chromed rocker moldings down there as well, which are very, very straight all the way back, no dents, no waviness, and it's securely fastened there. As far as our doors go, our door gaps to the front as well as to the back side of the door, very uniform on this car, at least over here on the driver's side. And we will obviously check out the passenger side here in just a moment. More bright work that we have here, we've got both mirrors. We've got the driver's side and passenger side mirrors. The chrome finish on the exterior of those is in great shape, and the glass is in great shape too. There's no chips or cracks anywhere there. Of course, we've got our trim up along the top edge of the door here and back underneath the quarter window. That is all in great shape. No dents or dings there, all securely fastened. Looks very, very nice here. And one more piece of bright work here, and that's going to be our drip rail moldings here. Again, there are no dents or dings. There is no pitting on any of this stuff. It is all shined up very nice and looks good. Now let's go ahead and open up our door. Take a look at the interior, which again, there's no flaws in here either. We've got the solid black deluxe interior here. Of course, we've got bucket seats up front, the bench in the rear. All the seat belts are there. The carpeting is in excellent shape with no rips, tears, or fading. The seat upholstery, no rips or tears there either. Obviously, we can see it's got all of the factory or stock style dash in it, the factory instrumentation. The dash pad itself on top is in excellent condition. You've got the stock or factory style looking heater and AC controls, and then down below you will notice that it has been upgraded to an aftermarket Sony AM/FM CD player. Like I said, I think I mentioned the full-length center console, got the horseshoe shifter there, which is all in great shape. A Grant 3-bar steering there, steering wheel as well. Now, as far as the door panels go, door panels are in really good shape too on this car here. You don't see any rips or tears anywhere. Just maybe a little bit of an area where it's lifted just a hair, but again, that happens again with the heat and so forth. Sometimes you'll have that, but other than that, all your bright work looks good. Your pull handles are in good shape. The Camaro script and all of your window cranks, those all look good too. Now, the other thing is our weather stripping and our seals all the way around our door edge. So again, this is all in great shape. There's no rips or tears anywhere, all securely fastened. Even our quarter window seals here and our door jamb U seals, all intact and all in great shape. And the same thing goes for our door weather stripping here. Again, securely fastened, no rips or tears anywhere, and it also has the rubber bump stops there as far as the door goes. Let's close this up. Again, it shuts nice and easy, and the glass, something here too, same thing as always, no chips or cracks here. It looks to be just a slightly tinted glass as well, all in great shape. Now, as we work our way back to the rear of the car, again, you've got your wheel lip moldings that I spoke about. The wheels are in great shape. Our back window, no chips or cracks anywhere on that. Of course, we've got our bright work, our molding here as well. Again, that all looks good. You might have just one little tiny dent down here that I can see. Everything else looks very, very nice. All securely anchored too, all pinned down. So again, no issues there. We've got those white stripes that kind of follow us from the hood of the car too. Now, these appear to be vinyl stripes. So if for some reason you didn't like those, you could, pull them off, replace them, do whatever you want. But again, they are all put down nicely here, all measured out, and all looks good on this car. Of course, we've got the rear trunk spoiler too on the car, give it that nice aerodynamic look, that classic muscle car look there, and that is all anchored securely too. As far as the tail panel goes, the tail section painted the same blue as the rest of the car. We've got the SS gas cap right here in the middle, and then again, our taillight bezels are in excellent shape here, no pitting. And again, the lenses on our taillights and our backup lights here are in great shape. That bumper, the beautiful chrome on that bumper there, that is in excellent condition. No pitting, no scratches, no cracks anywhere, and no dents or dings whatsoever as far as the rear bumper goes. Now, give me just a moment. I'm going to grab the key so that we can open up our trunk for you there and show you the interior of the trunk. So let's go ahead and get that. There we go. So first thing is the key does in fact work the latch, and the underside of the trunk is all done in the same blue as the exterior of the car. Again, underneath here we've got the weather stripping, all anchored secure, meets right together in the center, and again, your water channels or your rain gutters here, these are all good and solid, nice and straight. That's going to keep your water out of the trunk and out the back of the car where it should go. As far as the inside of the trunk, well, we can see we've got a full-size spare tire in here. That is a 225/60/15, so that would be a perfect match to your front wheel and tire combination. Inside, we've got a very nice looking trunk mat here and a full set of the Camaro trunk or the Camaro floor mats for in the interior of the car. As far as that goes, that's pretty much our trunk. Good and solid. We will also check that out from the underside once we get it on our lift. Again, trunk shuts nice and easy. And again, your gaps and elevations for your trunk are all in really good shape here on this car too. Now, as far as the passenger side, again, nice and straight the whole way up alongside the car here. All of our wheel lip moldings are all in great condition. Same thing with our wheels and tires over on this side. Now, as we come up to our door, again, you're going to see the gaps here to the back side as well as the front side. And again, over here on the passenger side, that all looks pretty uniform front to back. Elevations are really good on the car. All your body lines all line up on the car, so the door has been adjusted very nice as far as the quarters and the front fenders are concerned. As far as our glass on this side, no chips or cracks as far as the glass goes either. Again, our drip rail moldings here are in great shape. They are nice and straight all the way around, securely anchored, and those rain gutters nice and smooth the whole way around the window there. Again, all of your chrome, your bright work here, all in great shape. That matching mirror to the driver's side, the finish on the chrome as well as the glass, all in great condition. And even the door handles themselves, all in great shape with no pitting whatsoever. Now we'll open up our door from the passenger side so that we can get a good look of the interior all the way around. Again, just notice that the interior, the seat upholstery, there's no rips or tears there. Everything in the car, actually, as far as the upholstery goes, looks all new inside there. Again, the carpeting, no rips or tears anywhere. Full seat belts front and back, that full length center console, the dash is in great shape. So that's just kind of the view of the interior from the passenger side. And then again, we take a look at the door panel over on this side, which again is in great shape. Pull handles are all good and solid. Again, your window cranks look good along with the Camaro script there up on the door. All of your weather stripping around the door is in great shape. Little rubber bump stops. And then of course, all of your seals up around your door frame there, as well as your quarter window rubbers there. Those are all in great shape. Again, that door shuts nice and easy. We come up, we do have the fender mounted antenna, not power antenna, but you can manually raise and lower that as you need better reception on the radio. And then of course the matching badging there, the Camaro with the SS. We've got those, the side marker bezels there in great shape, and the matching 396 over here on the passenger side front fender. Now we come around to the front of the car. And again, this is just your typical 68 Camaro front end. The bumper itself, again, in great shape with no pitting at all, no dents or dings, no scratches, no cracks in the finish. Your grille is all intact here also. There's no splits, there's no cracks anywhere there, anywhere around the whole thing. Your headlight bezels, the paint on them is in excellent condition. The lenses on your headlights, no chips or cracks there. And again, you've got the SS badging there right in the center of the grille. And then of course down below, to complete that aerodynamic look, you've got that front air dam, that black front air dam down there. Now as we come up to the top side now, you'll see on our header panel, we do have the Camaro script here on the driver's side corner there. And then as far as the hood goes, this is a steel 2-inch cowl induction hood. Again, the hood fits great. Your gaps all the way around look good. Your cowl areas here, as I look down in these vents, that all looks good and solid on here also. You've got the windshield wipers, the actual arms on those are in good shape. The wiper blades themselves are in good condition. As far as the windshield, no chips or cracks anywhere on the windshield. And again, your bright work, your molding all the way around is in great shape and all securely anchored to the car. Now let's come up to the front. We'll get the hood popped, and then we will go over the drive line on this car. So with the hood open, of course, the hood latch itself does in fact work as it should. Good strong spring on it there, pops it right up. And then our hood hinges and springs back here, those are all doing as they should be, holding that hood up on its own. As I said, this is a steel hood. If we look underneath it, you can see there's been absolutely no modifications done to the hood. And again, it's got all of the hood insulation all installed as it should. And again, you don't see any rips or or tears or anything hanging down from that insulation. So that is all in nice condition. Of course, the engine compartment itself, all done in the black here. And then we get to the motor, so we can go through that now. So as I mentioned, this is a 396 cubic inch big block Chevrolet motor. We've got the chrome air cleaner lid and base with the 396 Crossflags badging and the Turbojet 375 horse decal up there. Does in fact have a Spectre air filter element. This is a cleanable, reusable air filter, so that's really nice to have. And then underneath that, we do have a Rochester Quadrajet carburetor. It is a 4-barrel carburetor, and as what I've always been told, those things are excellent when they are running right, and I know this thing's been going through here and it runs great. Now, as far as the valve covers go, we've got the nice chrome valve covers. They are complete with the breathers to match the air cleaner element. And then as far as the PCV valve, it is there, it is present, so that everything vents the way that it should. As far as the ignition system goes, it's stock point style distributor along with coil. And then again, that's all of your plug wire boots all have the sheathing on them to help protect against the heat when they're down around the headers. The headers, as far as the exhaust goes, these are 1.75 inch long tube headers. As I said before, a full 2.5 exhaust with Flowmaster mufflers underneath, which we'll take a look at here in just a moment. And then as far as accessories on this thing, we do in fact have aftermarket air conditioning here. All of our lines, all of our hoses, all plumbed nice and neat, no leaks anywhere underneath here. You've got the compressor up here, all the belts are there, all adjusted nice and snug. Everything is going to function very well. You've got a chrome alternator, and then as far as your power steering goes, the reservoir down there, that is chrome also, with the chrome pulley down there as well. It is power brakes, like I said before, and again, that is disc brakes up front, drums on the rear. Got the chrome fender braces up here too, just to kind of help you know, dress things up a little bit. And then as far as cooling goes, your radiator, got a nice aluminum radiator here. These are going to cool a lot more efficiently than say your stock style radiators. And again, all of your radiator hoses are all intact, all securely you know, installed there. The hose clamps are all in good shape too. You've got the full shroud here with a 7-blade steel clutch fan in here also to help with the cooling. So again, you should not have any issues there whatsoever. Now, like I mentioned earlier, to finish off that driveline, it was in fact a Turbo 350 automatic transmission, along with that GM 10-bolt POSI 256 gear in the rear end. With that said, that pretty much completes our walk around. But as I always try to point out, if you're watching this video from some other website that we might be advertising on, obviously always go to our company site at hankstershotrods.com, or should say hanksters.com. That way you're going to see the retail pricing, that it does include shipping, that's enclosed shipping anywhere within the 48 contiguous states, and it also includes our Hanksters 3-month 3,000-mile powertrain warranty. If you're interested in seeing how that works, definitely reach out to us. We'll be glad to go over that. It's a very simple process there if you would ever need to do it. As far as accessories, again, I always mention to you folks that, you know, we do all kinds of installations. So no matter what it would be, again, a lot of the things this car already has. It's already got air, it's already got power disc brakes up front. But if there's anything at all that you come up with that you would like to have added, definitely hit us up. We'll be glad to get you pricing on the parts and the labor to do so, and to make this car into what you would like it to be for your pleasure. With that said, we'll go ahead and take just a moment here to close this up, get it around onto our lift, and then I'll meet back back up with you here in just a moment so that we can go through the underside of the car here and then fire that big block motor up and let you hear what it sounds like. Welcome back out there, everybody. We have our 68 Camaro up on the lift now. So we're gonna go through this as we do with all of our cars, going over all the components, everything that we see underneath here, and then mainly going over the condition of everything so you get a good picture on video as to what we have here that we're looking at. So of course on our Camaro here up front we do have that black front air dam. Again, this thing's in great shape. There's no splits or cracks anywhere. All of our hardware, all the braces and so forth all look to be in good shape, and it's anchored good and secure underneath here. Of course the radiator, it has that aluminum radiator to help cool that big block motor, and again the whole way across our radiator bottom here nice and dry. Even at the hose clamps are in great condition here. Again, this thing is in great condition, and it's got that full shroud on it. It goes the whole way around, and again there's no splits or cracks anywhere, so that's going to really help pull that air through that radiator and keep things nice and cool. Now as far as the front suspension goes, we do have a sway bar on the front end of this. It is a 3/4 inch sway bar. Our bushings here at our frame mounts, those all look to be in good shape, as well as our sway bar end link bushings. Again, there's no splits or cracks, no signs of anything being, you know, dried out or so forth. Everything looks good. Now again, our front cross member, that's in great shape too. Doesn't look like it's been hit on anything, which is important because again, all of your A-arms all mount off of that. So again, your uppers and lowers, stamped steel components here, OE style stuff here. These are in great shape. Ball joints are all in good shape. All have the rubber dust boot covers on them. And again, with the steering, this is a power steering car. So again, we're gonna look at, you know, your pump, your pitman arm, your drag length, your tie rods, and your tie rod ends. All of this has been all gone through on this car, and everything is in great shape. And again, tie rod ends also have all the rubber dust boot covers on them. Now as far as steering goes, that is the power steering. The brakes, power brakes, disc up front. It does look as though everything is all GM stuff up front as far as your brake calipers and such. So that makes it all easy as far as when it comes time to replace your pads, rotors and such. You should be able to just go to about any auto parts store around you and pick up those components. Wheels, it's got the 15-inch rally wheels. Of course, we saw those from our walk around video. They do have the beauty rings, the center caps on them, and the ever so popular tire combination here with the BFGoodrich Radial TAs. Up front, of course, our size is going to be 225 60 R15s. On the back, that's a 245 60 R15, just to give it a little bit of rake and an attitude whenever it's sitting there looking at it from the side profile. Now, as far as your motor, as we mentioned, this is a 396 cubic inch big block Chevrolet motor. We are looking at the underside here, looking at the oil pan. We want to make sure our gaskets and seals are all in good shape and that everything is leak free underneath here, and it is. It is nice and dry underneath here. Even your drain plug dry, no leaks anywhere around that. And reaching up in behind the pan here, feeling that is nice and dry also. As far as the transmission goes, this is a turbo 350 automatic transmission. We've got the plastic cover here, flywheel and torque converter cover to help protect that. And of course, we've got this nice finned transmission pan here that says turbo 350 on it. Again, that is nice and dry all the way around. All your linkages all look to be in good shape back here for your shifter. All of your transmission lines, those are all in good shape and nice and dry as well. Before we get too far back that we really can't see these, we want to definitely touch on the exhaust system on this car here. These are a set of 1 3/4 inch long tube headers. I'd say they're ceramic or, you know, the Cerakoted. They've got a nice bright finish on them. They look great. Full 2.5 inch exhaust all the way back. You can see it's got the Crosspipe here in it. And again, these are Flowmaster turbo style mufflers back back there. Now, if we come back a little further, we can look at the frame and the floors. Now, again, your Camaro is a subframe car, so the stock subframe up front here, all nice and straight, as you would expect. But it does have the frame connectors here too to help stiffen things up. Nice addition here to the car. These are all bolt ends, and again, these things look great. All of your braces all bolted in on the floor here. So again, these are going to be nice and sturdy and really stiffen up, you know, make this car a lot more rigid, so that, you know, you don't get any kind of twisting or anything. Again, just a good feature to have, especially when you got a big block there. And again, big blocks are known to have a little more torque than your small block cars do. Now, as far as brake lines, fuel lines and such, well, you can see they've got everything routed along the frame rails here, nice and neat here. All looks to be in good shape. Your pinch welds and rockers on both sides of this car are in great condition. Nice straight pinch welds, and the rockers are good and solid down both sides all the way. The drive shaft. Drive shaft is a steel drive shaft. It is balanced, so that's going to eliminate your driveline vibrations. The output shaft seal at your transmission, that is in great shape too. There's no wetness, no leaks around there whatsoever, and your transmission cross member is good and solid along with the mount. Now, as far as the rear differential goes, again, you can see the pinion all nice and dry here. As far as the rear differential cover on this, that is nice and dry. Of course, we've got that chrome diff cover on there too that looks really good. Now, this is a 10-bolt rear, 256 gear in this. And then as far as the suspension goes, well, we've got a set of monoleaf springs back here. And then we've got the ACDelco rear shocks, which are in great shape. Your mounting hardware, the shock bushings at all of your mounting locations, those are all in great shape. As I mentioned, the BFGoodrich radial tires on the 15-inch rally wheels, they're in good shape. The brakes on the back are drums, and of course they've got the e-brake all hooked up and all functional. As far as the remaining exhaust, well, we can see coming off our Flowmaster turbo style mufflers, we've got the 2.5-inch tailpipes that exit out between your leafs and the rear quarter panels on the car. And then finally, the fuel tank. Again, in excellent condition here. There's no dents or dings anywhere in the fuel tank. Mounting straps and hardware, all good and secure here and all in good shape. The trunk floor itself, all nice and solid back here. No patching in the trunk floor or in the floors of the car anywhere. So with that said, it's pretty much our walkthrough on the underside of the car. Again, always reminding you that, you know, we are also an ATC trailer dealer. We've got multiple models of race cars / enclosed car trailers here. If you're in the market for one, you can check out our inventory through our car website or by going to our trailer specific site, hankstershaulers.com, and checking out that. You'll see the prices, photos, description, options, everything you need to know will be right there for you on that site. And then also with our classic cars, again, with the retail pricing, that takes care of the shipping enclosed anywhere within the 48 contiguous states. Again, we work with you. We actually will set all of that up for you and help locate a carrier, so that basically all that you have to do is give us the final approval on it. We then dispatch it out, and all you have to do is sit there and wait for the car to arrive to you in a box, and again, you'll receive your nice new classic car. Financing also, if that's something that you need to look into or would like to look into, we work very, very closely with several companies that specialize in classic car financing, and we can definitely, you know, if you want to send us through a credit app, we'll send it through to them, and we can have them give you a call then and go over everything with you there. Again, it's all pretty simple. We try to make it as easy as possible for you to purchase your car of your dreams. So with that said, we'll go ahead and lower this vehicle now on the lift. Get that hood open. We're going to fire that big block motor up for you next. That way you get to hear exactly what it sounds like.